Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Lately I have been doing a lot of comparison videos and I hope that they have been helpful. In this video, I'm going to compare the Hermes Mini Evelyne versus the Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoires. Now this has been a highly requested video by many of you, and at first I was a little bit surprised because in my mind these are two totally different bags with very different looks and very different price points, right? So this one, I think I paid about $1,800 last year, so with the recent Hermes price increase it's probably a little bit more than that now, so let's say ballpark 2,000. And then this one here I paid about $540 or something like that, but then of course there have been multiple Louis Vuitton price increases since then, and this is now more closer to, what is it, like $730. So I'm going to say roughly the Hermes Mini Evelyne with sales tax and all of that is probably about triple, yes, 3 times the price of the Pochette. So, you know, if you're working within a budget and you're trying to find a bag that is functional and versatile, I would say that the Pochette is really a great bag, even with the recent price increases. I have gushed about this bag so much that you may even be sick of hearing me gush about this bag. In fact, I did a video not too long ago talking about the one bag in my collection that I've never ever once considered selling, and it was this bag, and there's a lot of good information in that video along with all the different accessories that I use to dress up this Pochette. If you missed it, I will link it up above so that you can go check it out. Alright, so I'm going to do side-by-side comparisons really quickly. As you can see, the Pochette is going to be longer, has more of like a rectangular pouch look to it. The Hermes Mini Evelyne, or all of the Evelynes, will have this sort of taller kind of like saddle vibe to it. It was for equestrian purposes, for the horse supplies, so everything kind of sits taller. It's got this beautiful stitching work here. So in terms of craftsmanship, while this is my one and only Hermes bag and may be my one and only forever, who knows, I do think that there is definitely something to be said for Hermes craftsmanship. Even though this is one of the lower price point bags that are available from Hermes, I can see how much effort and quality, and look at the beautiful stitching, right? The white contrast stitching, it's so neat, it's so tidy. The leather is buttery. It is so nice to touch. You have the perforated H. This is actually the back. I've mentioned this in previous videos, and this is technically the front, but I know in terms of like aesthetics, a lot of us wear this on the front. It has this one snap closure, very simple design. The inside is so amazing. The inside has this raw leather. It's so soft. I'm a very tactile oriented person, so all of this stuff just gets me. Really soft, smushy. Look at this, super pliable, gorgeous leather. It's going to age beautifully, I can tell. Got the shiny gold hardware. This leather is called gold color. It is a gold color. I know it can look like caramel or camel or brown, but it is officially called gold. Here is the little dust bag holding the strap. So let me just show you. And for those of you who are already very familiar with these bags, you may want to fast forward. So it comes with this really comfortable fabric matching color strap. It is all one piece, meaning it's not adjustable. So for me, I am about 5 feet 6 inches tall for reference, and it works really nicely crossbody. It's very comfortable. I have a pretty slender frame, small chested. It works fine. If you are much taller or larger framed or much more petite, then you might have trouble with this being too long or too short. But I have noticed that for the most of the customers, this strap is quite universal, which is interesting. Here you've got the beautiful leather. On one side, you'll see it has the Hermes stamping, Paris, made in France. Again, the beautiful gold hardware. I love that it is detachable because you can play around with this and add different kinds of straps and chains, which I will show you later in the video. I've actually seen people use guitar straps, like really fun, colorful guitar straps on their Evelynes, which I think is really fun. I haven't tried that yet, but this is super comfortable. Now I'm going to show you the Pochette. This is canvas, so you've got leather and then you've got canvas. Canvas is going to be quite durable, water resistant, quite light, but obviously it's going to be cheaper because it's canvas, right? It's not leather, and there's going to be, I don't know, just less that goes into it perhaps. There's a little bit of VACHETTA leather here on the tab, and it is Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, stamped here, quite patinaed because I wear this bag a lot. Zipper. So that had one snap closure. This is zipper, and also very simple design here. So you've got the chestnut brown lining, you've got the little slip pocket, very, very simple. And this is the VACHETTA strap that it comes with when you purchase it. It's very short. It's like a one shoulder, short shoulder strap. I've never ever used this, which is why there's no patina on it. It's like a virgin VACHETTA. I've never used this. I've used my pochette in so many different ways. It is the most versatile bag that I own. And again, I will show you the different ways. I have other videos where I showed so many different ways that I wear this. You probably will be better off looking at my Louis Vuitton playlist and looking those videos up, because I won't go into too much detail because I really want to focus on the comparison. But I will show you some accessories. So first, I will show you side by side. I should say front to back. Here we go. Okay, so if I match this up, I'm going to say the pochette is maybe 1.5 inches longer, roughly 1.5 inches to 2 inches longer than the Mini Evelyne. And then if you look at the height, okay, if you just look at the top of the center of the bag on the Mini Evelyne, I would say it's a little over 1 inch taller. So you've got more vertical height here, and then you've got more horizontal space on the pochette. From the side, let's see, they're both kind of floppy, so it's hard to hold. So from the side, I would say the depth is pretty much the same, very, very similar. You can see from the bottom as well. It may look like the Mini Evelyne is deeper because it has a lighter color. It's kind of like an optical illusion, I think, but let's just see. So it's about the same roughly. And they're both really pliable, really smushy. Now for this one, I love the feeling, as I said, of the inside. I just love the way this is made, but sometimes it may be a little annoying because of the floppiness of it, or you want more structure. I did get an organizer from ZOOMONI. This video is not sponsored. I'm just showing you a bunch of things that might be helpful. So this is the color that I ordered. I felt like it was not a perfect match, but I still like this color. It's a neutral, and it's got a couple of pockets on the inside. It's fitted really well. It's stitched really well. So you just slip this in, and it will definitely keep the structure of the bag, so it's not as floppy as it was before when it was just all natural. And there you go. However, because this is a mini bag already, be mindful that even having a small little organizer like this is going to take up a little bit of space. So the interior capacity is not going to be as generous as if, you know, when it was without the organizer. So I just want to show you that. I sometimes use this bag with the organizer, sometimes I don't. I personally prefer it without the organizer, again, because I love the interior. However, when I'm carrying objects that are kind of sharp, with sharp corners, I don't want the inside of this beautiful raw leather getting scratched up or damaged, so I will then use the organizer. So as an example, here's my favorite L'Occitane hand cream that you probably have seen too many times now in my What's in My Bag videos, but the corners here are very sharp, and I don't want them scraping in here or any of my lambskin bags, so I'm a little bit mindful. So that would just protect it and give me some peace of mind. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to pull this out, but I wanted to show you that ZOOMONI does make nice little cute organizers for the Mini Evelyne. I've not used any kind of shaper or organizer for this. I don't think it's necessary. It's more of like a kind of a durable fabric. I don't think it's going to get scratched or ruined easily, so I just use it just like this. Okay, so let me just get my little scale. Both of these bags are super light, super easy, very carefree. I've weighed them in other videos, but just in case you have not seen those, I will show you without the straps. The pochette is it's under 5 ounces, so it's currently coming up as 4.6 ounces. Super light, right? And then the same no strap with the Mini Evelyne. It is about 6.5 ounces, so both well under a pound, really, really light. Even when it's full of items, I'm sure it's not going to be very heavy at all. They've never felt heavy to me, and you can't put that much in either of them because they're mini bags. So I'm going to first start by showing you what I can put in here. A lot of you had questions about what fits. Because this is vertically shaped, I would stand most of my items up like so. So right now I just put in my Chanel Mini O case. The same would go for the Louis Vuitton Mini Pochette. You can put it standing up. Okay. I would do either or none, honestly, because it takes up a lot of space. You could put this horizontally. Okay. So I was surprised to see that it does fit. The mini pochette does go down horizontally. It fits pretty much perfectly. And then you've got space, for example, let's say you want to put a card holder. I can slip that down there as well. Because this leather is quite smushy and pliable, there's no problem. But then you've got the issue of your phone. So if you put the larger items horizontally, there's not much space, you know. Like this could fit like this, but I don't like it sticking up. I don't think it's very secure either. So I'd probably try to shimmy it down there, maybe turn the card case around, have those stand up, and like so. So it does stick up a little bit. This is the iPhone Plus case, but if you take the mini pochette out, then this falls a little bit further down, and then when you close it, it doesn't really show. Okay, so for the purposes of packing this, I'm going to just use smaller items right now. There's the phone case and the card holder. And of course I need my keys. So here's my key pouch. And this is what I normally do. I put everything vertically for easy access. I can put a little lipstick. I can put my lotion, but I would put it in a little felt pocket like this. Again, as I said, I don't want the leather getting damaged on the inside, so I can put that in with some peace of mind. I can put some slim sunglasses down there, which I don't have at the moment to show you. Here's my coin purse. So, you know, if you don't like all this sort of bulkiness, not necessarily bulkiness, but kind of like the protrusion of the items, because it is this sort of smushy leather, you'll see the shape of the items inside. If you don't like that as much, then you can get a felt organizer and you can put that in there and it'll just keep the structure a little bit better. So I'll show you really quickly. So you're not going to have as much protruding because the organizer is protecting, but remember I said it's going to take up a little bit of space because it's felt, and you can see already it's harder to get the stuff in with the organizer in there because it takes up a little bit of space. You wouldn't think it takes up that much, and it doesn't, but it's just enough that it makes it snug. So just be mindful of that. I haven't even put my key pouch in yet. So you've got a couple of different options with or without the organizer. Ooh, and then I will show you how easy it is to get things into the pochette accessoire. So mini O case, card holder, key pouch. I could even squeeze this in here. My coin purse, phone, and lipstick. So there you go. Oh, and then I don't need this little pouch because I'm not worried about the lining on the pochette, and I can just throw that in there on top. And there you have it. And I wouldn't say this is overstuffed. It's not stretching. It's just packed. So I would say the pochette probably holds a little bit more just because the configuration is easier when things lay down versus having to stand them up. But it is a close call, as you can see, a really close call. This is more affordable. This is more carefree and quite versatile. I keep saying that. But if you are into leather and craftsmanship and you love the Hermes heritage and the brand, can't go wrong with this. Now, I have talked about the size of this. I would have loved if Hermes came out with an in-between size. This is the smallest mini, right? The TPM, and then there's the PM and the GM. GM is humongous. But there's no in-between size. So between the TPM and the PM is quite a large, like I don't have the PM, but it's quite a considerable size difference. It's quite large. I wish there was an in-between size between those two. I think it would have been perfect, but unfortunately there is not that option. So yeah, I think this is quite a snug little mini bag. For me, it works. I don't carry that much. I just have my bare essentials with me, but this is definitely easier. Yeah, what can I say? I have to be honest. It's definitely an easier bag. So let me show you a couple of different accessories. This is the cotton strap that I've shown before that I use with my pochette most often. It's from Dress Up Your Purse. I have promo codes in my description box. I have promo codes for a bunch of these accessories places because I want you to be able to save money if you decide to shop. And I really like these businesses and I love to support them. This is a brand new release item that came out from Dress Up Your Purse. It is so gorgeous. Melody is the owner of Dress Up Your Purse. She's so creative with her designs. This is a bicolor chain. It's got the gold and then like this black kind of like onyx look to it. It is a nice weight to it. I weighed it actually. It's about 5 or 6 ounces. So it's not light and flimsy, but it's also not super, super heavy. So it's a really happy medium. And you can tell it's a real chain, right? Can hear it. It's not like plasticky or anything like that. This one is the 50 centimeter length. There's also a 30 centimeter, but I'll just show you how this looks. I posted this on my Instagram recently and many of you were very interested, and I know already some of you went out and ordered it. Okay, so I'll just show you how the 50 centimeter, and my point in showing you this in this video is because I want to show that both bags are versatile, just in different ways. So this is long enough to wear on the shoulder. It gives it a really modern kind of edgy, fun twist. And then you would think, oh, how fun, that's great, but what about the Mini Evelyne? You can actually do the same. I posted a photo on my Instagram a while ago of a different gold chain on my Mini Evelyne, and people went nuts for it. Someone actually said that they never really liked this bag until they saw it dressed up with a gold chain, and then they knew they wanted it because it gives it a totally different look. They're both very casual bags, but adding something like this just gives it like a different, I don't know, like a more pizzazz, a bit more fun. Right? And then I also have chains like this. I love this one. It's from Organize My Bag. This one can be worn crossbody. I have worn this on the pochette. I have doubled this up and tripled it up. I have so many videos showing all these kinds of things. I have acrylic chains. I'm thinking about getting something more fun with like a pattern, like a guitar strap type with a pattern for my Hermes Mini Evelyne. So, you know, sometimes I feel like you get more value for your money if you buy something that you really love, but then you can get little accessories that are pretty affordable to kind of play around with them. And it makes like 10, 12 different looks. And it feels like you purchased 10 bags for the price of one. So I love doing that kind of stuff. I think it's just really fun. So I showed you kind of what fits. I showed you the side-by-sides. I showed you the weights of each bag. We talked about price, and I showed you a couple of different accessories. So at the end of the day, I would say if you are on a budget and you're looking for a really carefree mini bag that you can dress up or down and have a lot of versatility, then I would hands down vote for the Pochette Accessoires. I know that it's Louis Vuitton versus the Hermes, and I feel like many people would think the right answer, quote unquote, the right answer would be to choose the Hermes, but no, I will say for the price, even with the Louis Vuitton price increases and the massive hikes on this particular piece, I still think it's worth it. It's still well under $1,000 US, and it's gonna last. It's made to last. It's very durable, this canvas. That's what Louis Vuitton is known for, the durability, the water resistant factor of the canvas. It's such a simple design. I don't think there's any real glazing anywhere, so I can't imagine any breakage. So simple. So I think when a design is very simple, it's better for longevity. You won't get sick of it as much. It's really functional. It's not overly complicated, and there aren't bits and pieces that can break off. So I do highly recommend the Pochette Accessoires. You guys already know that if you've been on my channel. I gush all the time about this bag. But if you're looking for Beautiful leather craftsmanship. Unfortunately, there's no leather version offered currently on the pochette. It used to be available in the Epi, but it's not anymore. If you're looking for leather craftsmanship and you're also maybe looking for an entry point into Hermes, not having to spend like 5 figures, but something a little bit more affordable, it's, you know, closer to the 2,000 price range, this is a great option. For me, I think this might be my one and only Hermes. I'm very happy with it. I don't know why I don't go gaga for the Birkin or the Kelly. I go gaga when I see it on other people because it looks really cute on some people. But I'm not a top handle type of gal. I think the Birkin, even the smallest size, is quite large for me. The Kelly honestly feels a little fussy to get in and out of. So for a variety of reasons, I've never really been like, oh my gosh, I want this bag from Hermes, except for the Evelyne. Once I landed my eyes on the minis, I was a goner. So really happy to have this bag in my collection. But if I had to recommend one, hands down, I have to be honest, it would be the pochette. So I hope this video was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our community. I have a lot of other fun videos coming up soon, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.